Welcome to another episode of She Gets It podcast. My name is Shan. I am who I am. I be who I be, and I keep it very honest. May I add? Woo! This is episode 15. We are killing ourselves because we are. Why? Because we refuse to make better decisions on the things that we can manage and control because we just don't want to. Okay? We will not have grandparents going at this rate or real food, etc. You cannot tell me to recycle and then all the packages that I get when I get things shipped to me have mad plastic in it. What sense does that make? The nerve of the trash people to charge me a fee for my garbage and also a fee for my recycling. All right. And when the people come to my house to pick up the bins on the curb full of garbage, right? And I separate them because you gave me a recycle bin and you gave me a trash bin, right? I recycle them and I have two bins. And if they don't see me looking, they will go ahead and dump both bins in the same truck and dip out. So, my question is, what are we doing? Are we recycling or are we not recycling? You putting that recycling fee on my bill, is it just so you could get more money out of me for something you're not going to do? What's happening right now? If we're supposed to be more efficient and using less plastic, why is more plastic being made? Why isn't there more of a more efficient option of things for us to use as far as packaging and baggage? If reusable bags are a smarter option, why aren't big box stores like grocery stores that can put the money back into the business, providing recyclable bags that we can use that we don't have to pay 99 cents for, or $1.50 for, or $2 for? Okay. So are you trying to be efficient? Are you trying to recycle? Are you trying to save the planet? Or are you trying to save your money and make some money? Let me know. Let me know. So we're getting into all of that today on We Are Killing Ourselves, episode 15 with myself, Shan, and this is She Gets It. Let's go. Boom, boom. Let's go. Boom, boom. Let's. Please check out She Gets It shop on Teespring. The website is in the description for this show. All right. I got merch on there for the show for those who would like to wear their support or show their support that way. You can support the She Gets It show and podcasts and merch on that website. And if you can't get the website, just remember www.whoisshan.com, and you can support me on other shows too and other places to shop for merch. Let's get back to the show. Welcome back. All right. Hope you enjoyed those messages. Oh, what are we talking about today? I'm going to talk about how we can make the earth better because we are fucking it up. I'm going to talk about farmers, foods that don't help the environment that we keep overusing and reusing and keep using and keep growing and keep doing shit that's not helping the environment. But we need the environment because I don't know about you, but are humans living somewhere else? Are humans eating something else other than food and livestock and grains and veggies and fruit? If that's the case, let me know, because at the rate we're going, we're not going to have it too often, and we're not going to have it that much, and it's not going to be real at all. All right. So first, let's start with foods that are not helpful for the environment. All right. We have beef. Beef uses a lot of methane, which is pollution for the environment. Also, cows' farts. We have so many cows that their farts and their gas is fucking up the ozone layer, okay? And we need it because are you living on purchased air? or is it oxygen outside that you need? Okay. Replacements for beef and other red meats would be tofu. Never had tofu, don't want tofu. I would rather not eat meat if that was the thing. Veggies, but then again, they are fucking with our veggies with pesticides, but that is an alternative. Rice takes a lot of water to go ahead and replenish it, to go ahead and grow, but we have so many big bags of rice. You should see the rice aisle at the farmers market. It is ridiculous. You can use chickpeas or what is that, quinoa? Am I saying that right? I don't even know. I think I'm saying it right. Quinoa. My mom eats it. To me, it looks like little balls, little rice balls, and it looks hella healthy. But the key to making that taste good with whatever you're eating would be proper seasoning. Next up, we have sugar. I love sugar. Is it a bad thing? Hell yeah, it is. And coffee. Coffee and sugar uses a lot of water to go ahead and maintain through the process before it gets to our stores and our dishes and our candies and our cereals and our chocolate bars, granola bars, all of that. So it has a process that uses a lot of water that we should be consuming in a more efficient way. What's an alternative for sugar? Agave or tamarind sugar, cane sugar. But any sugar that is bleached, any rice that is bleached is not healthy for the human body, because when your body digests starch like sugar, it takes it in as a I'm not like starch like rice. It takes it in as a sugar. So that's why doctors would rather you eat brown rice. Brown rice does have a healthier taste to it. It does take some adjustment at first, but again, if you clean your rice, which means rinsing your rice with clean water and letting it run off until it's slightly clearer than it was before. Then you season your rice. You put like a cap full of oil in your rice. I usually use a extra virgin olive oil in the rice. It helps it to not stick at the bottom of the pot. I do not use a rice cooker because I'm a professional. It helps it not stick at the bottom of the pot when it's cooking. Or you could use avocado oil in there. You could get some black pepper, some thyme, some salt for taste. Don't salt it to death, but salt for taste. Some garlic. I usually put like a little piece of garlic in there. Some pepper, and I let that thing just boil up. Put some butter in there. I use that smart butter with no soy in it, because soy is going to fuck up your estrogen levels. And for men, you might find yourself growing boobs because soy is in a lot of our foods, which is fucking up our bodies in a way where we're consuming too much there. So we're developing more female-ish things about our bodies because of the chemicals and things we're ingesting. So you could try agave. I have some in the cabinet. Does it taste like sugar? Not what I'm used to, but what I'm used to is not healthy. So I'm gonna have to get used to it. I put it in my tea. It does not taste good in my coffee, but that is an alternative. Chocolate. Chocolate is a long process. It uses a lot of additives and water. So a replacement for that would be more organic fruit. If you feel like you want a piece of chocolate, try eating some fruit that's naturally sweet. Another one that does not help the environment is soybean oil or soybeans. A lot of air pollution is what that does to our environment. So you can use avocado oil or you could use coconut oil. Side note, there are a lot of farmers getting killed behind the prices of avocados and people wanting a lower price than other big companies. And they come in there and they go back and forth. They argue, they fight, they are threatened, their lives are taken. And that's something that's continuously going on all over the world where we get avocados. And then once they get to the United States, everybody brags about how I need avocados on my breakfast toast. I need avocados on my salad. I need avocados on this. But there is a nasty backstory to how your avocados got to your kitchen. Okay? So think about that when you're eating your avocado, or what my mom likes to call a green pear. Shout out to the Jamaicans. Farmers are also dying due to suicide or pesticides that are being used on the crops. Financial stress and chronic health issues are some, but not all of the things that farmers are faced with. So, a lot of farmers are in debt to the companies that they have to grow crops for because they have to pay for the seeds. And a lot of farmers are in debt behind buying the pesticides to keep the bugs and the insects and all the other things off of the crop so they can grow all the way through so they can make a profit, and paying taxes on the land. And the environment is not that great. So imagine your only way of making money is from the crops that you grow on your land and you get to sell at a certain time of the year, and the environment is shitty and you can't do that, and you're in debt every year. You're in debt and you have a house and you have a family and you have this is like the only job you know, and you can't provide for your family. You know nothing, you know no other trade. So think about that shit. Another delicious food that is not good for the environment: salmon. The real salmon, the wild shit. Okay, salmon, it has too many antibodies and a lot of chemicals in it for it to get from the sea to your kitchen. Okay, a lot of people are overfishing in the oceans. And water bottles, all that goddamn plastic. I watched a documentary that was saying there's so much used plastic and trash in the water in the seas that by the time 2025 comes around to 2030, we'll probably have more plastic in the sea than we'll have marine life. And I don't know about you, but that's scary as fuck. So imagine human beings being the fault that there are no fish in the sea, there are no turtles in the sea, there are no shrimp in the sea, there are no whales in the sea, there are no sharks in the sea, and you're fucking up the whole ecosystem because you just could not put your trash in the proper bin to be demolished and disintegrated in a healthy way for the environment. You just had to throw it on the floor, which got blew into the ocean, which is now stuck in a fish's gills or a whale's mouth or airway. And all of these animals just keep getting washed up on this side of the ocean and on the sand and dying because we don't know how to throw out our fucking trash. Like, that's so stupid to me. Even cereal does not help the environment. Look at the cereal aisle. Look at the price of cereal. Cereal's damn near $4 a box. And I don't know about you, but my kids eat like crazy and they go through 3 boxes of cereal a week. Cereal has hella sugar in it, which is another thing that's fucking up the environment. It requires a lot of water to grow the grains that go in cereal, a lot of chemicals and food coloring, yellow 5, red dyes, and all types of stuff goes into the cereal. Chemicals to sustain it and give it more shelf life goes into the cereal, and it goes right into your kids' mouths. There's a reason why your second grader has boobs. There's a reason why your ninth grader. Shoot, there's a reason why my child at age 5 is wearing deodorant. All these chemicals in the food is just not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not smart. It's not helping the environment, but people are doing it because it is giving them some type of profit. So there's a lot of changes that we have to make in order to maintain and sustain our living and the way we eat and our resources, and we're not doing it. We're not doing it. Telling people to make sure you bring your reusable bags to the grocery store, that's not fixing it. Look at all the people that still get bags. More stores need to be like Save a Lot. Save a Lot be like, hey, we ain't giving you no plastic bags. We never sold no plastic bags. We do sell reusable bags. You can purchase those. And if you don't purchase those, you could be walking around out of here with your groceries in your hand. More stores, if they actually cared about recycling, need to be more like Save a Lot. This is what we have to look forward in the future. Grocery stores not having people checking us out and being all machines and self-checkout, and people just monitoring you to make sure you're not breaking the law. That's it. There's going to be a lot of computer systems taking over a lot of jobs. You being a cashier is going to be non-existent. We don't need you. We have a machine for that. What else can you do? What else can you do? So technology is moving 3 times faster than we are moving for ourselves. And we're still not making smart choices. We're not. And I don't understand what it's going to take for us to make smarter choices than to just see us dropping like flies left and right because we're just trifling. We see it all the time. We see people driving in their cars, get to a red light, open the door and throw out trash on the floor and close their door and just sit in it and wait for it to turn green. Why? Why can't you just wait till you get to a gas station or somewhere that has a trash can around and take your trash and put it in the trash can? Why are you dumping your trash on the side of the road? And it's not just one culture of people that do it. I've seen all cultures do it. It's about respect. It's about having respect for the planet that you live on and thinking as though this is going to affect somebody. Somebody is going to have to create a job, get a job, miss out on being home with their children because they have to come clean up the side of the road because you didn't know how to put your trash in the trash can. Laziness creates problems, which creates a loophole where someone is needed elsewhere, but a job has to be created because people don't know how to have some respect and put their trash in the trash can. Again, self-respect. Very easy. It's very easy. So, since I've talked about all that shit, let's get into how are you making the earth better? First things first, we need to educate the people around us and educate our kids about not littering. My mom has always told us, do not litter, do not throw your trash on the floor. If you see trash in front of the house or on the side of the house, you pick it up. My dad did a great job of getting an outside dustpan and a broom and sweeping up the side of the house. My dad also put a big fence around the house because we had the biggest house on the corner of Cedar Ave in Philadelphia. And he put a big silver fence around the house. So, adolescent boys could stop spray painting the side of the house because that was a thing. It still is a thing. But he was just very, prideful of his things and keeping his car clean and keeping a clean sidewalk and all of that. And now it's just like, these people don't have pride in nothing. They don't have pride in anything. So teach your children how to have pride in themselves, their environment, their homes. Shoot, my 7-year-old had the nerve to try to tell me she didn't pick her stuff up off of the table or clean the dishes because it's not her job. Well, yesterday you was washing all the dishes. And we have to stop making people feel like that's not your job while you're not picking something up. Even when I go to the store, and when I first started working, I was 16 and my first job was at Old Navy. And I really was disgusted by how people shopped and just dumped clothes on the floor and walked over hangers that they can easily pick up. And it just made my cleaning more intense because I love cleaning. But at the same time, now it sucks because when I go in the store and things are on the floor, I start picking it up. I start picking it up to the point where people are confused. Do you work here, ma'am? No, I don't work here, but I have some respect for things, especially things that are not purchased that people would probably want to buy. Imagine wanting to purchase the last shirt or the last pair of pants, but you can't purchase it because it has a big ass foot mark on it because somebody stepped on it in the store and didn't want to pick it up. Somebody somewhere overseas worked all day for probably 25 cents to make that whole shirt, or probably 50 of those shirts for 25 cents. And you can't even bend down and pick it up off of the floor. The way that we throw away clothes in the US is a problem. I don't know how many years that was. I think it was about 12 years ago where H&M got in trouble for throwing their old season clothing in the garbage can instead of giving it to the homeless or, people in need. That's wasteful. When you work in New York, H&M is like the place to go because most places in New York want you to be head to toe in black shit because that's like the standard for work attire in New York is just wear black. You do makeup, just wear black. You do any type of thing that deserves clientele, just wear black. You work at Bloomingdale's, just wear black. You work at Saks, just wear black. Like that's the thing, right? And so it ain't nothing for you to be like, oh, I need a black turtleneck. Let me run in H&M and pay, $8 for a black turtleneck or $5 for like each turtleneck that I buy or some black pants that cost $10. It's nothing. So the clothes are inexpensive because they're made cheaply, but overseas people are working hard. People are working hard to do their clothes. So the audacity for you to just throw out clothes because they're old and you have new clothes coming in and they were not sold. Give it to people that can wear it. Even food places here in the United States, they would throw out the food that was not sold that day, the bread, the bagels, instead of giving it to the homeless. Why isn't there a program or a service set up to come pick up food that was not eaten today to give to people who do not have food? Is there an infatuation in the US of, making people who don't have and people who are poor and people who are homeless feel worse for not being able to pay for something? And we do throw away food that can be eaten, but we're going to throw it away because we need this class system. We need people to see that this is a homeless, these are people that are poor, this is lower class, this is middle class, and this is rich people, and this is very wealthy people. We need those categories. And if we help the poor or we help the homeless, we can't set an example. Is that what it is? Because that's what it feels like. When you look at other countries, they have like a neighborhood fridge. They have, like some. I don't know what happened. They have like some type of pantry that you can get food out of, or homeless people can get food out of. People can put food in for other people. And my thing is like, what's the problem? What is the actual problem of, preparing for people who do not have or helping people who do not have as much? I don't understand it. But we'll get into some more after these messages. And we're back. And we're back. All right, back to this list. How are you making the earth better? I said for the first one, to educate people around you and stop littering and tell them why they shouldn't litter. The second thing is don't overuse your utilities. If you're in a house and you have all the lights on, you have the water running while you're brushing your teeth and you're not using it, turn it off. You have the shower running at the same time. You have the washing machine going at the same time. You're using the dishwasher and you're washing dishes at the same time. And while you're washing dishes, you're having the water run. There are people still in Flint with no clean water. And I'm not saying that you can drink from the pipes here in Georgia because I want to recommend it. I would still get a filter system. When I cook with big bottled water that I buy from the grocery store because my pure filter cannot fit on the nozzle on this pipe. I have to replace it. But I do have a filter. But I cook my food with purified water. I wash my face with purified water. When I do my facial steam is with mineral water. Mineral water is also a problem with the environment, so I don't do it as much. My plants, I don't care. I'll give them the pipe water. But I just feel like United States will have building and businesses where we just keep all the lights on all night. All night. Why are you keeping the lights on if nobody's at the job? That's a waste. And if we have the resources to have solar panels in hotter regions like a California, like a Florida, like Texas, New Mexico, all of those places, if those places are primarily hot and sunny more times around the year, why aren't they primarily solar powered? And why aren't we pushing discounts on home insurance all over the world when people use solar panels instead of just using all this energy? So don't overuse utilities if you don't have to. You don't need 6 TVs in your house. You can have one room to spend quality time with all the people in your fucking house that are family members that you love so much, and y'all can watch TV. Y'all can watch TV on one TV. And primarily, I think projectors are way better as far as a screen option than an actual television. I was in a Clubhouse chat last week, and this girl was talking about how she lives in London and they have like a tax that you have to pay for having a television in your house. And I'm just like, oh, they're in tune about the energy that they're using. Okay. United States just doesn't give a fuck. United States, you have a TV in your living room, your kitchen, your bathroom, your kids' room, your bedroom. You have a movie theater in your house. You can have a TV in the garage. You can have a TV in your boom boom room. You can have a TV in your man cave. You can have multiple TVs in your salon or your barbershop because it makes it look better. It's just all this over need and over wanting of using energy that we don't need. How many modems do you need in the house to have internet? How many plugs in your house need to have a plug-in in it? If your house needs more than 6 plug-ins in at a time, that you need to clean your house. Like, we have to conserve the way that we use energy. We use energy like it's endless. It is not endless. It's coming from somewhere. And all of those electromagnetic waves are coming into our bodies. It cannot be healthy. And I'm not going to sit on here and talk to you about 5G. If you want to know about 5G, Google 5G. That's not what I'm here to talk about. We just need to get to a point where we stop using so much energy all the time. The next thing that I think will help the environment is if we shop for what we need and not what we want all the time. My goal for this year is to be more self-aware of not buying stuff if I don't need it. Like, it's hard. It's hard not to buy a gardenia candle when I smell it. It's hard. I love the smell of clean cotton things. But if I don't need it, I have to tell myself, Chantal, you don't need that. Put that shit back. Like, okay. Let me just sniff it one more time. I love candles. I love sachets. I love sniffing laundry soap. But if I don't need it, I don't need I don't need 5 cents of laundry soap at one time. I just need laundry soap and I need to get the hell out the store. And the longer I stay in the store, the more money I spend because I start convincing myself that I need something. So, yeah. So, shop for more of what you need and less of what you want. The other thing that you could do is plant a tree that can give you more fruit. Okay, or a vegetable. Trees don't give you vegetables. Scratch that. Or a plant that gives you vegetables. There you go. Like plant something useful that you can use later that give you more fruit, an abundance of fruit. Maybe an orange tree, maybe an apple tree. Plant some pineapples. Those take a long time to grow, but they're delicious. My mom has a June plum plant tree thing growing in my brother's backyard in Florida, and I'm fucking jealous because I love June plum. What else can we do? Drive less. Why are you outside your house right now? It's a pandemic. Where are you going? Do you have to go to Home Goods? No. Do you need to be in TJ Maxx? No. Do you need to go to Moe's when you have a whole fridge full of food at home? No. Why the fuck are you in this McDonald's drive-thru and their food is not even real? Are you going to take that Pepsi and wash down your high blood pressure medicine? Like, make it make sense for me. Make it make sense for me. It doesn't make sense for me. So drive less and carpool. And right now, I'm loving the fact that people are remote and working remote, and you really don't have to be on the highways or the road to go anywhere because businesses are closed for office spaces if you work at an office space. But if you work at a regular store, your ass is still on the bus, your ass is still on the train, and your ass is probably still in traffic. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can reuse things if we can. Listen, right now is not the time to be pissed off at your mama for using the country butter bin for rice and peas and mashed potatoes. Yes, I'm sorry that you moved 6 things of juice, the water container, some Tupperware, and you finally got the butter container and you open it and it's rice and peas. I apologize, but that has been my life since day one. So if you're going to reuse the plastic things that you already get the butter in, do it. If you're going to keep the cups that you get your fast food drinks in, do it. And your sweet tea, I'm in the South. People love sweet tea. All that goddamn sugar. What else can we do? Reuse the things if you can. Said that. Use less paper, okay? And take the paper from your job. If you are at an office and they had the nerve to want you to come into work, I feel like it's justified for you to take the fucking paper out their printer that you need for your printer at home instead of buying more. And my thing is this, if they really wanted us to use less paper, why the fuck are they filling the shelves with it? If you really want us to use less plastic bags, why the fuck are you filling the stores with it? Because the reality is they don't give a fuck about us using less plastic. We have to care about using less plastic. We have to care about not throwing trash on the floor in our communities. We have to care about the trash bin being really full that's in front of the shopping center. We have to care about the trash bin being super full at the bus stop. If you go in the Poppy store, the people that I'm talking to know what the fuck a Poppy store is. Look at all the things in the Poppy store that are in plastic. Most of it is childlike things that they will want. Chips, juice bottles, water containers, what else? Wrapping for honey buns, candy wrappers. It's all plastic shit. It's going to be on the floor because they don't care. So I understand all the things that we need to do, but I know that we're not doing them and we need to be doing a better job of doing it. And give away what you don't need. Oh my God. I had to tell myself to stop buying clothes. I said, Chantal, where are you going? Where are you going? Like I don't go out. I don't go to parties. I don't go to events. Most of the time my car is doing whatever the fuck it wants to do and it's in my driveway sitting and I'm just in the house. I go to the grocery store and sometimes I might go to the bank. Um, Sometimes I might frequent Home Goods and At Home because that's my shit. I love making my home more peaceful and cute. And I'll go, where else do I go? Shit, that's it. I might go to Publix. I'm definitely going to Walmart. I got kids. It's my life. But that's it. Like, I'm not going anywhere. So I don't need any more new shoes. I don't need any hoodies. I don't need any pants. I don't need any skirts. I don't need any heels. I really don't go anywhere. I don't go on dates. So why am I buying more clothes? Why am I buying more clothes? I don't need any new jackets. I don't need any new hats. So if we can consume less, buy less, and stop trying to buy up everything, I feel like there'll be more of something. So when I say we are killing ourselves, we are ruining the environment because we're greedy. We just want more and we want more and we do less to give back to the environment. We're not earthwise conscious and we need to be. So if y'all could do me a favor and just clean it up. Clean it up. Do a bit less, buy a bit less. And just to be honest, if I see a man in head to toe, name brand, Fendi all over everything, Gucci all over everything, Polo this, Polo that, I'm shrugs. Like I'm not impressed. I like men that can look good without name brands everywhere. Okay? That's tacky. Grow up. Grow up. There's a lot of people out here with very expensive shoes and no savings. There's a lot of people out here with nice cars living in their mama's basement. I'm just saying, get your priorities right, do what's right, and be nice to the environment. We need the earth. The earth don't need us. Okay? Peace. Don't say I ain't tell you shit. Don't say it.